by what we Louise Cunningham and especially adapted for our church. In this contemporary place, one family, the Ritzy, are finding it very difficult to face Christmas this year because their own children are not able to come home for Christmas. While on the other hand, another family, the Needhams, are going through very difficult times because Mr. Needham has hurt his back and is unable to work. However, through a very good program at their church, they are linked together. It is our hope and prayer that the message of this play will touch all our hearts and lead us to a truly Christ-filled Christmas. I now invite the clergy and others to come down into the congregation so that you can enjoy the production. Thank you.
There's nothing interesting in the paper this morning.
And I can't find any ads for those things we cannot do without.
Oh, now that you mention it, I guess there are a few last-minute things I could pick up. I was thinking of filling some stockings.
No, it looks like you've already done that.
Be serious. I signed up to fill some Christmas stockings for the needy people in our church.
That sounds great, especially since our own children won't be coming home for Christmas.
I'm glad you think so. It doesn't feel like Christmas without them.
But it should, especially after I called rental decoration and I find little elves or small candles in some of the most unexpected places of my house.
I guess they got a bit carried away. It was the most expensive Christmas package they had.
Well, with all the decorations, I haven't seen a major feed anywhere.
That wasn't included in the sophisticated group. I was thinking of taking out the one the children always play with, but I wouldn't know where to put it.
I'm sure you'll find a proper place for it. Maybe underneath the tree.
Would it be appropriate though, with all the matching bows and ornaments?
Well, it would be a nice contrast. It would remind us of those Christmases when we never had much. Or it could remind us of the Savior that was born in a stable. I can tell you one thing though, the perfume from that stable wasn't Chanel number 5 or any other number.
Where's the list of children and ages so I'll know what to get for them? Oh, here it is. The children requested shoes, clothes, and school supplies.
Well, is that all? They're nothing like our children. They always wanted the latest toys. I bought an iPad every year.
This is strange. They asked for a job for their father.
I don't take jobs that I can physically.
I'm sure something will turn up.
Always the outcomes.
That is all they give us what we need. Not what we want, but what we need.
We need a Christmas tree, and I think it's just beautiful.
You don't think it needs too much water?
It's not too noticeable.
I think it would work just fine. Decoration you want to make, you can make it pretty.
I want to play Mary and Joseph. You always want to do that. Only at Christmas. I'll do it if Mom and Dad join us. Would you please, Mom? Please, Dad?
What do you want me to be this time?
You can be the innkeeper and then angel.
Wow! I must be very happy to play two such important parts.
And Mom, you can be a shepherd.
Well, I guess I'll be getting ready to go shopping now.
Shopping? On a Saturday, you don't think it would be too crowded?
Not this early.
Wait, what? No, I know you said you didn't have any plans, but who's coming over?
The family that we're about to give Christmas stockings to, I just found out about it. I hope you don't mind. I tried calling you. I'm so nervous. What if the kids don't like the gifts I got for them?
I'm sure it will be fine. Do I need to do anything?
I don't think so. Does the table look alright?
It's fine.
Do you think this dress will be okay? I'm so nervous. I don't know why I said to go when she called. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
It will be fine.
Girls, hurry, we need to leave. Is my hair okay?
Maybe I should put this old manger scene away. It looks so out of place.
Dorothy looks fine. No, it's too late to do anything about it now.
This sure is a big house.
Are you sure this is the right place?
This is the address that she gave me.
Girls, be sure to mind your manners and don't touch anything.
What will we do?
You must sit and behave yourselves.
Welcome. You must be the Needham family. Come on in.
Thank you.
Did you have any problems calling our house?
No, the directions your wife gave her very.
You're the oldest, so you must be Kayla. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you must be Jamie. How nice to meet you. Please, have a seat.
It's nice of you to have us over. You must be busy with Christmas.
Not really. Our children couldn't come home this year, so things are pretty quiet.
Look at the tree.
Your tree is just beautiful.
Thank you. We can't take any credit for it though. Rental decoration brought it over.
What is rental decoration?
Well, if you're having a party, or you want to decorate for a holiday, and you just don't have the time, call rental decoration. Tell them what you want, and they'll bring it right over and decorate your house for you.
Don't you miss the fun of decorating the tree and everything? I made paper chains out of red and green paper for our tree.
I'm sure it's very pretty.
Would you like to see it? We can have them over. Can we, Mom?
That would be very nice if they would like to come over.
We'll set up a time before you leave.
So, Mr. Needham, what kind of work do you do?
Nothing right now. I work construction and got hurt at the pool. I'm about ready to go back, but this time of year things get pretty slow. I'm trying to find something temporary, but without bad luck.
Look! They have a manger seat too.
Just look at it. Don't touch it.
It's alright if they play with it. My children used to play with it all the time. The figures are a bit chipped and cracked, but I just can't bear to throw them away.
Could we act out the story like we do at home?
I'm sure Mr. gets it all to you and send Christmas.
It could be fun. With more people, you wouldn't have to play so many parts.
I think that's a great idea. Who would you like me to be?
You are so pretty. You can be an angel.
Why thank you, Jamie.
Look, there aren't any angels in this nativity scene.
Well, I'm sure Dorothy could just pretend she's holding an angel.
I'll be Mary. That can be Joseph. Kayla can be another angel. And Mr. Ritzy can be the innkeeper.
What about the shepherds? Don't you need them?
Mom usually plays the shepherd, but maybe Mr. Ritzy can be the shepherd. Then Mom could be an angel. She'd make a good one. Does everyone know their part? I have my Bible, so if you don't know the part, you can read it. It's in Luke 2.
In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to his own town to register.
Mary, sorry, but we are going to have to go to Bethlehem so I can register for the census. Will it leave as soon as possible? I'll get the donkey ready.
We are on trip. I'll start packing. Hopefully the baby won't be born until we get home.
That was a long trip. But look, I can see Bethlehem. We're almost there. Good evening. Do you have any room?
I'm so sorry. I have no room in the inn. There are so many extra people here for the census, and I was out of room days ago.
I understand, but my wife's about to have a baby.
I just cleaned up my stable and put fresh straw in it. You could stay there.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Let me tell my husband where I'm going, and I'll show you the way.
That was really nice of the innkeeper to find a place for us.
I have things all fixed up for you.
While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. And she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them,
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born unto you. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloth lying in a manger.
Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying,
Glory to God in the highest.
And on earth peace to everyone who is faithful.
When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another,
Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about.
And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told.
Angels came to us while we were watching our sheep. We saw the Messiah lying in a manger.
And that's the end.
What about the wise men? Don't they tie into the story?
No, because they didn't come until Jesus was a young child.
How right you are. Now I think that it's time for some hot chocolate and cookies.
No, that sounds like an excellent idea. Being an actor sure made me hungry. Then I'm sure we can find some presents underneath the tree with your names on them.
I think I'm just about finished with the face for the angel. I think I have the right shape for the wings. Do they look alright, Mom?
I think they were just fine.
I wish we could afford those gold coats to make a better body for the angel.
I'm gonna call and see if Mr. and Mrs. Pretty are still planning on coming over.
Hello.
Hello, this is Joanita. I was wondering if you are still able to come over for dessert. The girls have been planning a surprise to give you, and they wanted to make sure you come over before Christmas.
We look forward to seeing all of you again. We'll be there. Bye.
I'm really happy that we'll be able to go over there again. I want to talk to David anyhow.
What can we take to them?
They invited us to their home. Remember, they didn't take anything to ours.
That's true, but we have so much more financially. I just want to help.
I understand. But if you remember, they were pretty overwhelmed at the size of our house. They were trying to give from what they have, and I think we need to respect that.
You're probably right. I'll just make over a little plan for some flowers. Right, we can see what they might need and then do something else later.
They will be here tonight about 7 o'clock.
Goody! We'll have the angels all finished by then. Would you like help with your halo? I twisted a paper clip so that it would go above the angel's head. Thanks!
They're coming.
That's good.
But look at our house. After seeing theirs, I'm almost ashamed for them to see our old furniture and things.
Relax. They're coming to see us and not our beloved.
This is a really nice house. Remember all the good times we had in our smaller home? The kids were younger, like Kayla and Jamie. It brings back so many good memories.
Come in, come in. Hope you didn't have any trouble finding us.
We drove right to it. I brought some flowers. Thank you. I hope you don't mind.
Got so much no salary.
Jamie, tell us, Mr. and Mrs. Smith are here.
Hi! I have something for you.
I heard that you did. That's wonderful.
We wanted to make something special for you because of the nice things you gave us.
I'm sure it's very special. And you have it behind your back. Am I right?
Yes, here it is. We knew you didn't have any angels for your manger scene, so we made some for you.
Thank you, girls. These are wonderful. I can't wait to get home and add this to our business.
I'm going to save up my allowance so I can get better ones for next year.
No, these are perfect. This is the finest gift you could have given.
Mr. Needham, I've been speaking to some workers, and they say they have a job for you that you could do until you back on your feet.
This is a real answer to prayer. I really appreciate your doing this for me. No one may ask so many questions about my abilities the other night.
No, David, isn't helping our fellow believers what Jesus would have us do?
John, did you hear? It's sorry to know what job I may be able to do.
Yes. enjoy themselves.
Dorothy was laughing so hard that it was making me tears.
While we were ending the trip, she told me how much she missed her children coming up this year. She said it was really special to be able to come over and spend time with us.
What a delightful evening. I don't remember the last time I laughed so hard playing such crazy games.
It was great. It is almost the next best thing to having our own children here.
I'm glad to be able to see them in a couple of weeks. And this is the last year we rent a decoration of any kind. Jamie said she'd love to have us over, to come over and decorate. Besides, we have the real decorations right